בעזרת השם נעשה ונצליח, והשם עלינו ברחמיו ירוויח. The subject of the shi'ur is Mashiach ben Yosef. As you all know, that the concept of the Mashiach in Jewish religion is, it's well known. And a matter of fact, here's Brenda. So Brenda asked me, please speak about Mashiach ben Yosef. So are we aware, number one, that there is two Mashiachim? So that we explain in introduction now, that there is two Mashiachim. And the two Mashiachim that we learn, that's from Hazal. A matter of fact, Hazal tell us, it's come on the Zohar HaKadosh, the Gemara in Masechet Sukkah, in page 52, folio 2. Also the Rishonim. Rishonim is people that lived around the 11th century, the 10th century, you know, that's considered as Rishonim until around the 15th century, and then start the Achronim also bringing it. From that we learn that the final redemption will have involved with two Mashiachim. And they are called Mashiach ben David and Mashiach ben Yosef. Two different Mashiachim. And we'll explain now what's the difference between them. So let's start with Mashiach ben Yosef, because that's our main subject. And then I explain briefly about Mashiach ben David, because it's not our subject, just to see the difference, and then we'll continue with the show. So Mashiach ben Yosef, it's a Mashiach that, a matter of fact, going to be busy with the physical redemption of the Jewish people. What does it mean? That the job of the Mashiach ben Yosef is to do the, how would I say that, the right word? I'm frightened to say the wrong thing. The integrating, okay, the right word, I think it's the integrating of the physical of the exile. What does it mean? And I'll explain it. We know that to have a state, it's one thing. We all have Eretz Israel. But to bring the Jewish people to Eretz Israel, it's another thing. Because many of us in the diaspora. There's more people, as a matter of fact, in the diaspora than there is in Eretz Israel. Jews I'm talking about. When I'm saying people, I'm referring to Jews. There's more Jews in exile than in Eretz Israel. So the job of Mashiach ben Yosef, by the way, it's called also Mashiach ben Ephraim. Okay, two names we have. Mashiach ben Ephraim. Who was Ephraim? The son of Yosef, nachon? So they call him Mashiach ben Yosef or Mashiach ben Ephraim. It's the same. His job, okay, his idea is to develop, okay, to bring, to build Eretz Israel, to develop Eretz Israel for the Jewish people, to prepare it. Now I'm going to bring the Rav Kook. You all hear about the Rav Kook, am I right? There's one that didn't hear? No. Okay, so I'll explain. Rav Kook, his real name, the proper name, is Rav Avraham Yitzhak Kohen Kook. He born in Latvia 154 years ago. And he explained like this. He wrote an article about it. It's called Amisped B'Yerushalayim. In page 94 in that article, listen what he wrote. He explained like this, that the same like HaKadosh Baruch Hu created us as human being, there is one part of us that it's physical, that's the body. The other part of us, what is it? Soul. What is it? Spirituality. So we have one part that it's material, one part is spiritual in a human being. Paul, you with me? You agree with me? Okay. So what it means spirituality is our neshama, nachon? That we study in, that we understand Torah. And he said like this. He said in the Jewish people, you'll find the same. There is those that come to Eretz Israel that their job is to develop, to prepare the land for the Jewish people. That means to develop the land. When I say to develop the land, you can't take a nation and put them suddenly in a country without nothing. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when he took us out of Egypt, where did he took us? To the wilderness. Was nothing. But what do we have? The cloud of glory. You understand the difference? He already prepared it for us. So the job of those people that in charge about the physical part, say Arav Kook, and that's part of Mashiach ben Yosef, is to prepare the land, to develop the land for the Jewish people when they come, when the Mashiach come, when the final redemption come, they'll know where they are in Eretz Israel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Harav Uri Zohar. Everyone heard about Harav Uri Zohar? No? I'll explain to you who was Harav Uri Zohar. Harav Uri Zohar done tshuva 43 years ago, 45 years ago, around 40 years ago. And for the last 40 years, he's studying Torah. He was one of the greatest artists in Israel. Every movie that you want in Israel, Uri Zohar was the best. You know, like you have name actor. He was the best actor in Israel. And Arav Uri Zohar, he explained like this. And he said like this. Listen how he put it. And I think that's the most beautiful idea. But the way that he said it is beautiful. But the idea came from the Zohar HaKadosh. And Arav Uri Zohar explained it like this. He said that, a matter of fact, that Mashiach ben Yosef, the preparation for the physical of Eretz Israel, what is it? Is those people that, given their soul, that been murdered, that been killed for the land of Israel. That means all of those people that we see and we heard that been killed from the day that Eretz Israel was until today, those Mashiach ben Yosef. Why? Because that's the physicality. Stephen, thank you very much. Shukwa. Okay. So what I'm saying is that the physicality, according to the Zohar that bring Arav Uri Zohar, those people that get killed, that get slaughtered, blown up, that given their soul for what? For the land of Eretz Israel. That's the physicality. We understand so far? Yes, Stephen.
What about those people like the people like in the United States who were killed in Shul? So people were killed in Shul. Not in the...
No, that's something else. That's consider those, you go in somewhere else, but maybe I should give 2 seconds. He's talking about what's happened not long ago in Chabad House. And the 7th day of Pesach. Sorry?
And the other shoes. And the
Yes.
shoes.
But what he's speaking, that's what you're referring to.
That and
Other shoes, obviously. It happened also in Merkaz Arav in Eretz Israel 5 years ago, you remember. But the idea, what is it? There's a big difference. Those ones that been killed by going because they're Jewish, they're going straight to heaven. Those that been killed in Eretz Israel, why they been killed in Eretz Israel? Because they don't want us there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Say again?
I didn't hear what he said.
What I explained, that the people that been killed in Eretz Israel, why our cousin kill us? Why our cousin kill us?
Because
They don't want us.
They don't want us there.
but they don't like us.
Sorry?
No love lost. They don't.
Absolutely. But they don't want us. They don't want us there. They don't want us in Eretz Israel.
Anywhere else.
They want us anywhere.
They don't want anyone. To be honest, they don't want anyone. They don't want themselves. Amongst themselves, they're killing themselves. If they Shiite or that, they kill themselves. They don't have mercy one for each other. They want us in the sea, being thrown to the sea. That's what we have to understand, number one. But those people that given their life and fought, the soldiers, the civilian, the police, normal people, those consider Mashiach ben Yosef. Why? Because they done the physical preparation for us to receive the land. Do we understand that? Any question before I continue? Norman, you look a bit like you're losing the concept. So I will explain. Maybe I didn't explain it
Not
properly.
losing it, I haven't got it.
Sorry.
I'm not losing it, I just haven't got it.
Okay. To receive the land, someone have to go and conquer the land. Someone have to work on the land, to develop the land. While they're preparing the land for us to come, there is our people that hate us, whoever they are. It's our cousin. Before that, it was the Crusaders. You understand what I'm saying?
The Romans.
They didn't want us. The Roman, the Babylonian, whoever, name it. They didn't want us there. So those people along the long exile that we have, that die, those part of Mashiach ben Yosef. They're all one part of Mashiach ben Yosef. Do you understand? That's how the Zohar explained and Uri Zohar bring it, Arab Uri Zohar. So to prepare Eretz Israel, to have that land that HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised Avraham Avinu, those people. And please God, will never be any more killing. Now in Midrash Tanhuma, it's a Midrash that's been written by the sage Tanhuma. In Parashat Bereshit, in chapter 1, he explained, and he actually bring the comparison between Mashiach ben David and Mashiach ben Yosef. So he called Mashiach ben Yosef, the parable between them, that he called Mashiach ben Yosef as the ox, the show. While Mashiach ben David, he compared it to a donkey. Now, which one of them is the stronger? Why? Because the ox have to do all the physical work. You understand how's it working? That's what we explained at the beginning. That the job of Mashiach ben Yosef, it's all the physical part that the Jewish people have to prepare. Like the Rav Kook say, there is one part spirituality, one part in the body that it's material, and that's the body. Every human being have it. So prepare all of that. This part of it is like an ox. Okay? Now look carefully. Mashiach ben Yosef come from the descendants of who? Rachel Imenu. Why? We'll see now. You'll see now you'll see. Remember Mashiach ben Yosef from Rachel Imenu, our mother Rachel. Now we're reaching to Mashiach ben David. Mashiach ben David came from Yehuda. Nachon? Who was his mother? Leah. You remember? Now Brenda asked me last week, how can it be that Mashiach, not last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, she asked me like this, how can it be that Mashiach ben David will be Moshe Rabbeinu? You remember I mentioned that? You remember? Because where is Moshe Rabbeinu come? Levi. And we said that Mashiach ben David come from the tribe of Yehuda. That's what we're working now. About who? Ruth. From Ruth came the descendants of David HaMelech. The David HaMelech was Mashiach ben David. Nachon? How's it fit? Remember that? And I will answer. I'll answer you, but now I'll explain it because I looked and I spoke with my rabbi about it a bit. What I explained to you, I'll give you the proper answer, exactly what I said to you, but I will explain it easily. So we explained that Mashiach ben Yosef, we say it's the physicality, the people that prepare the land. Mashiach ben David, a matter of fact, say Rav Uri Zohar, those the Baalei Tshuva, those the people that sit and study Torah, and they're actually lighting the nation with the light of the Torah. That means those people that get to spiritual perfection with the Torah. That will be Mashiach ben David. That means the people in Israel that we see, that you call it, whatever name you want to call it, I don't want to give them name, they work and prepare the land. And there's others that sit in yeshiva and study. I'm not talking on those that spend time, those that really sit and study. Those, the neshamot, they have the spark of Mashiach ben David. As we explained, Mashiach ben David is from the tribe of Yehuda, and the mother is Leah. So we see that there's two different mothers already. Okay, now, and that will help. Now I'm coming to the answer. In Midrash, there's Midrash Rabbah, you all heard about it, on Sefer Bamidbar. In Sefer Bamidbar in Parashat Naso, in chapter 11, verse 2. Listen what it says. כגואל ראשון, כך גואל אחרון. I will translate. the same, like the first Redeemer will be the last Redeemer. Who was our first Redeemer? Moshe Rabbeinu. You all agree with me? The Midrash say, you know who's going to be the last Redeemer? The final Redeemer? Moshe Rabbeinu. How's it going to fit? The Zohar explained like this, that the soul of Moshe Rabbeinu and the soul of Mashiach ben David actually going to get together, become to one neshama. That means a spark of Moshe Rabbeinu will be in a spark of Mashiach ben David. Do you understand what I'm saying? Part of the neshama going to go there. Brenda, you look a bit confused. So I'll explain. Sometimes when you learn Torah, you find yourself that you enjoy certain things. These people enjoying Gemara, these people enjoying Halacha. Do you know what I'm saying? These people that enjoy more the philosophy of each one. Why? Because each one, his neshama come and fit it with that part, spark of that. And that's what you desire to learn. That's exactly what you have to do. You come for this world. If you see there's certain people that love to know halachot. When it's come to halachot, they love to learn Shulchan Aruch. They come without Shulchan Aruch. Others love what to learn? Gemara. Others love Mikra. Others love Mishnah. You know what I'm saying? The other one love the higher level. You know? Because we explained that in our Torah there is Pardes. Pshat, Remes, Drash, Sod. Each one according to his neshama he fit. See, some people fit more to the spirituality. Like what we call it the Kabbalistic rabbi. With them he fit nicely. It's easier for him. Others, no, they want pilpul. Others love the halachot, simple. Given you laughing. Why are you laughing?
No, because we discuss it. Linda likes the spirit. I like the runner side.
There's many people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's exactly nothing wrong with it. So it's come to tell us that who's going to be the final Mashiach ben David? Moshe Rabbeinu. I thought that he's from the tribe of Levi. Because why? Because his neshama and the neshama of the spark of Yehuda will come together. From the tribe of Yehuda. Now, we're coming to...
Rav, sorry.
Yes, you...
Wasn't Yehuda promised the kingship, the Malchus,
Nachon?
by in the
What is the
bracha from
kingship?
Yaakov?
What is the kingship? That he's
The
going to be
leader.
the king of the Jewish people.
Yes.
Nachon? What is Mashiach ben David, we say? Mashiach ben David is the spirituality of the Jewish people.
Yosef.
Sorry?
Yosef.
No! Ben David. And now I'm going to get to it. Now I'm getting to it.
Rabbi, can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
He's going to have the spark of Moshe. Moshe would be more din.
Moshe going to be
More din.
more din. And that time the dinim going to be finished. The dinim not going to be more din.
Would be more shalom. And
That's exactly it.
Shalom.
That's exactly it. Going to be only peace in the world. Why? Because when the world will see Mashiach ben David, and now I'm going to get to it, they all want Mashiach ben David, all the world. They're going to choose him. We're not going to try to convince him. Everyone going to say, we want that man that's called Mashiach ben David to rule us. No more election. The nation going to vote for him. No more promotion. And how's it work? So to understand that, we have to look at what Hazal tell us in the Gemara Masechet Sukkah. Hazal in Masechet Sukkah on page 52, folio 1, explain like this. That a matter of fact, Mashiach ben Yosef going to be killed. Where do you get it? Hazal bringing it from the prophet Zechariah in chapter 12 in verse 10. That Mashiach ben Yosef is supposed to be killed. By who? There's a name of, it's a, don't know how to explain it. It's a Shem Shel Tum'ah, we call it, but it's a very strong name of Tum'ah. We're not supposed to mention it. I'll mention part of it, or 90% of the name. It's called Ramilus. It's actually Aleph, Resh. I didn't mention the Aleph. And he's part of the nation of Edom. Edom, who is it? Esav. Paul, if you don't understand, stop me. Edom is Esav. You know what does Esav mean? Christianity. Okay? That man, according to Hazal, he gonna kill Mashiach ben Yosef. And then Mashiach ben David will come and when is Mashiach ben Yosef gonna die? In the war of Armageddon. That's Milchemet Gog Magog. You remember we done a show about it? Gog Magog, it's 70 nations that's going to come to fight to conquer Eretz Israel, to come the land of Jerusalem. 70 nations going to come, and they're going to do a coalition. The Muslim and the Christian. And they're going to come to Eretz Israel. And the prophet Yehezkel say, when they reach to Har HaZetim, the Mount Scopus, because they have a different opinion according to religion, they're going to turn the war one against each other. And that's going to call the war of Armageddon that everyone speak. And then Mashiach ben David will come, and not going to be any more war, going to be peace. Everyone going to take him. But amongst that war, Mashiach ben Yosef is supposed to die. According to the Gemara, Masechet Sukkah, page 52, folio 1. Ado, come Ado. Listen to that. And Rabbi Saadia Gaon. Saadia Gaon lived around 1100 years ago. He born in Egypt. He born in Iraq, and then he moved to Egypt. No, the opposite. He born in Egypt and he moved to Iraq. And Rabbi Saadia Gaon said, no, it's not necessary that the Mashiach ben Yosef will be dead. He said, because Hazal tell us that if the Jewish people will do tshuva, that means all the Jewish will do tshuva, not necessary that he have to kill. Then Mashiach ben David gonna come without any war. That means that the war is a preparation for Mashiach ben David to come. And the job of Mashiach ben Yosef is to pave the way for Mashiach ben David to come. That means that war. Say Rabbi Saadia Gaon, not necessary. If we're all going to do tshuva, not necessary that will happen. Although the Gaon Mevina doesn't agree with that, he agrees with the opinion of Hazal and the Gemara, and that it have to happen. So in Otzar HaMidrashim, it says something very interesting. In page 386, it says something like this. It said that, the matter of fact, who asked about Eliyahu HaNavi? Eliyahu HaNavi will come with Mashiach ben David, and they're going to do the resurrection of the dead, and they're going to bring alive who? Mashiach ben Yosef. You understand where it's fit? Eliyahu HaNavi? So if we summarize what we learned today about Mashiach ben Yosef, the job of Mashiach ben Yosef is the physical part that there is in a Jewish people to develop the land, to prepare the land, to prepare the people to receive the land and to receive Mashiach ben David. The job of Mashiach ben David, that it's a spiritual, that he will control all the world later on. Who's preparing the road for him? Mashiach ben Yosef. Do you understand the difference between them? Question. No question, Brenda? I hope that I explained it simply. I tried to make it very easy. I didn't go into more detail. I tried to grind it so you can understand it. I didn't want to go over these many more Gemarot, many more Midrashim that will make it very heavy. You know? The Zohar, especially when you speak about it, it's very confusing. So I tried to take the little piece. So if we'll see from here that, a matter of fact, most of the Mefarshim, our sages say that Mashiach ben Yosef will die in a war between the Jewish people that's called Armageddon. And a matter of fact, the Jewish people are not going to be part of it. It's going to be a war between the 70 nations because they have different opinion, different ideas about their religion, and that's where the clash is going to come. But, and here come, we have a special tefillah that we have to, when we daven Amida, and that's brought, I saw it first in the Ben Ish Hai bring it, in Shana Rishona in Parashat Beshalach. He said that every morning, every Mincha, every Ma'ariv, every time that we say the Amida, okay, when we reach to the part, V'kiseh David Avdecha, we should stop for a second. In our heart, we should pray that Ramilius Arasha, I can't mention the full name, because it's a name that's full of evil forces, not going to kill Mashiach ben Yosef. And then the Zohar bring it, he bring the Zohar, and then I saw that the Maharhu is Rabbi Chaim Vital. Rabbi Chaim Vital bringing it in his book Pri Eitz HaChaim and Shara Amida, when he speak about the Tfilat of Amida, and he bring in the name of the Ari HaKadosh, that was his rabbi, that they're all speaking, that when we daven Amida, and we reach V'kiseh David Avdecha, we should have in mind that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would not allow that Mashiach ben Yosef will die. Why? So if we look what Uri Zohar, the Rav Uri Zohar say, who's those people? Is those people that died all along the years, the generations, to pave the way for us to receive Mashiach ben David. So we have to ask stop for all what's happening. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we should all merit to see Mashiach ben David without all the harm, without any more killing, without any more pain. Just to see him here, and he redeemed us and bring the kingdom back to the Jewish people. We should all merit to see it speedily now. Amen. Ken Yiratzon.